Hey guys, Toby here from Gaming Now, coming to you with a first round of my new career on F1 2013 with Lotus. Let's get right into it. Albert Park for round 1 then. What can we do here in the Lotus we've picked? Forgive me for going with the fastest car, but I felt it took me a while to get back into the game, so I did my best to give myself the best chance. Running on legendary difficulty, so we're going to go see what we can do. So here we are coming for our first lap of Q1, put it up into Rich, as we go flying down to turn 1, DRS wide open as we smash through the gears into turn 1. Get a little hairy, but the AstroTurf's there to keep us alive. Thunder it down to second DRS zone, and further on as we go. Will we be able to set a good time with the Lotus? That's what we need to find out. Am I back in the mode? Am I back in the form I once was? Or am I going to be a complete noob for you guys here? Alright, coming to the end of the lap now. What time can we set? We set a 128.841. And here we are on our second. There's another 128.841. And here's Q3 then. Sorry for jumping through, but I wanted to get this out of the way and as much race covered as I possibly could. So Q3 we set identical times in Q1 and 2, which is very good for the Lotus. We top the tables in both sessions up to now. Are we going to be able to convert this into a pole? We went with the minimum fuel, 3 laps worth of fuel, which is 1 lap on Rich Mix. Thundering it down to the line, what can we set now? And we set a 126.1. Incredible time.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. That's pole position. Well done.
Thank you, engineer. That's really impressive for the Lotus, especially on our debut season, debut race. So really impressive. The Lotus really has got the 1 lap pace. So here we go, carrying it through into the race. We have the 1 lap pace. Do we have the race pace? Congratulating Seb for second there, and that looks like Rosberg is third. Very happy for this pole position. I was not expecting that. So here we go, but away the lights out, away we go. And we're going to get an average start. Is that enough to hold off Sebastian Vettel, who's trying to make a move up the inside? Is he going to do it? We just cut him off there and have to take avoiding action. But everyone gets through there. I think apart from 1 or 2 people, nice and cleanly, we've given ourselves a nice safety barrier to the cars behind there as we dive into the second corner for the first time of this Grand Prix. Are we able to convert this extreme quali pace the Lotus has at Australia into a race win? We've got to hold off the now quadruple world champion, the rising star, and whoever else is laying in the field wanting to take the first win of the season. Is this going to put Lotus as the team to beat? It's all going to be up to me to see if I can carry this as we're going through the corners now. Pretty average start, and the starting to close the gap quite a bit there. I think the Red Bull's now showing its pace, but we do have the 1 lap pace over the other cars. We know we're fastest by quite some time as the overall 1 lap. But we get a bit crossed up there, and I think that's going to give... No, they're not close. Hey, it is going to give someone a run. Didn't see him on the mini-map there. That's Sebastian Vettel trying to have a cheeky look, but he thinks better of it. So we're coming around into the last section to complete lap 1. 1 or 2 corners to go. And we're actually looking like a train's beginning to form. So if we have the 1 lap pace is one thing, but having the race pace to keep the rest behind us is a completely different thing. So it's all about keeping the cars behind of us for the rest of the race. It's predicted a dry race. Sebastian Vettel trying to have another look there in the slipstream. We're not going to let him through though. We're going to keep our line as we dive off now. And my position target is 1. So can we get away with training these cars? We need to keep them in a train, keep them in the rear view for as long as we can, because I have a fear if one of these cars breaks ahead of us, that Red Bull is going to be gone into the distance. This doesn't seem to have the pace to keep up with the Red Bull. We must have been lucky to beat the Red Bull in terms of quality, but I think that's going to change as it deteriorates through the season. Hopefully the team will look after us and give us some nice nifty upgrades to take the fight to the Bulls. So here we come then. Sebastian Vettel hot on our heels. Nico Rosberg hot on Sebastian Vettel's heels. And what can we do then? We're flying through here now. And it just looks like they have the pace to overtake us quite massively, but it doesn't look like Sebastian Vettel's up to the challenge. He gets there, he lines the move up and he just can't, which is going to be a horrible feeling for us when it comes to lap 3 and DRS is on the cards, because DRS is going to give these guys a massive boost. Right, so here we go to complete lap 2. Now DRS I think will be enabled this lap. So now we've got to build this 1 second gap. Here on lap 4, we skip lap 3, nothing interesting happened, same stuff. So we're still training these guys. With DRS they've closed the gap quite a fair bit. As Nico Hülkenberg, I think that is, sets the new fastest lap. So that Sauber's in very good form. Is that going to be a underdog? It looks very much like an ordinary season at the moment. Fastest laps only get you so far as we're looking at here. This is proof of Sebastian Vettel's just trying to find his way past. The tyres are starting to dead. I think about an undercut here, but I don't think it'll work, so we skip the undercut. And here we are coming around then for our actual pit stop. And we're going to dive into pit lane now. Can the Lotus boys look after us in the pits? A 3.2 second, that's very average from the Lotus boys. I think the furthest I've seen is a 3.1. Rosberg hot on our heels then, and the team looks like they've got a few attempts better than us. But now we've just got to hold them off, and hopefully Hamilton and the cars ahead won't have got too far ahead of us in terms of speed. As we get on the grass a little there, doesn't look like the cars but liking cold tyres, especially prime tyres. Very not liking it very much. So built quite a gap to Rosberg. Has been held up by traffic, I'm not sure, but here we come. We find all the other cars in the pits, including our teammate Kimi. Are we going to be able to pass Hamilton, who was in the lead before us? Hamilton's up the road ahead. He's actually got out before. We're going to have to take the fight to him. There we are, right up on it. Get right up underneath him, get the slipstream, and we're going to propel past. We're going wheel to wheel with the world champion of 2008. Are we going to pull it off? We're going to dive down his inside, and we're not giving any room for error there. We snatch first back, and now we just have to lead from here. We cannot afford to let anything like that, because if Hamilton was up to speed, I don't think we would have catched him. So very lucky. So we've got Hamilton behind us now. I'm not quite sure what happened to Vettel, but Hamilton's trying to make a move now, and he thinks better of it, because I don't think that would have ended well for both of us. I think that would have been 2 DNFs if he stuck with that move. And that's Felipe Massa's now made the move on Hamilton, so Massa's climbed up the grid quite a lot. So this battle unfolding here is either going to be, man of the race is either going to be Hamilton or Massa, depending on who wins this battle, in my opinion. So we're lap 12 now. We've built a kind of healthy gap to the cars behind, but Felipe Massa looks like he's got some insane pace. There he is. Didn't even see him until the last minute. So Felipe Massa's right all over. He's looking for the way past. He wants the Australian victory. He wants a comeback. But we're not going to give it up. We've got a chance of a win here on our debut race. We can't throw that away, so we're not going to. We're going to stay out. Here we come then for the penultimate corner. Slowing down quite dramatically there. The penultimate corner. Well, not the penultimate, but the penultimate lap. And we're going to dive off into lap 15. We're going to go around Albert Park one more time. We're going to go dogfighting. We're now Lewis Hamilton. Something's happened to Massa. He's dropped back. And Perez has taken the final podium spot off Felipe Massa. So Massa's disappeared. And unless he can climb back, man of the race is going to go to Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton's going to try to make... Oh my God, we've won the race! What a way to start the season, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.